Hello and welcome again to the Prospective series. And today we have here with us Miss Farhat Sayed. Welcome, Farhat.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here, Pilsa.
Okay, let me introduce all of you to my dearest friend Farhat. Farhat Sayed is an emotional fitness, inner child healing, nervous system coach, and life transformation expert with over 14 years of experience in the healing and coaching field. Farhat has dedicated her life to helping people break free from invisible weight of emotional trauma, guiding them to build safety within their mind, peace within their bodies, and harmony within their relationships. This is so good. Her approach is both scientific and soulful, blending NLP technique, EFT, timeline therapy, and deep somatic healing with compassion, spirituality, and neuroscience. Through her programs and challenges, she has touched thousands of lives, especially women and mothers, helping them move from survival to self-trust, from chaos to calm, from guilt to genuine growth. Now, join me, all of you, in welcoming Farhat Sayed, a woman who has helped others step into their power by teaching them the healing and begins the moment we choose to listen to ourselves with love. Welcome, Farhat.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And then I am really glad to hear those words from you. And I'm really humbled. Thank you for having me here.
So without wasting our time, let's jump into our first question, Farhat, which is going to be very basic, which I asked all my speakers. What inspired you to begin the journey you are in as a trauma healing coach or a nervous system coach or an inner child healing coach? What made you do the work you are doing?
To put it in very short words, my personal story. And it goes back to me being a teenager, very vulnerable. I was diagnosed with clinical depression. I was on medications. And I was at a stage where I had no direction in life. I did not have any reason to live. And there was a point where I attempted suicide multiple times. And God saved me probably for a day like this, where I would be in a position to help countless others. And I'm glad that all of those attempts failed, because now I know how I've evolved all through these years. And why I got into this profession and what made me come into this path was the question why that I was asking myself. Why is this happening to me? What is wrong with me? And that is when I started exploring a lot of things. I started Googling, I started, asking Google about what is happening. Why do I feel that I want to end my life? Why is it that I do not feel energetic about anything in life? Why is it that my age is just 17, 18 years old and I do not have any path forward? And I came across something which was called as childhood trauma. And I started reading more about it. What exactly is childhood trauma? What happens? And what was about? And I realized that this was something that I was carrying and I didn't even realize it. And that's when I started reading, learning. I invested in mentors. I can proudly say I've got the best of mentors on my way, came onto my own healing journey, healed myself, created a legacy for my two beautiful daughters, and also on the way, giving this gift of legacy to countless mothers all over the globe so that they can pass on this torch and create that ripple effect with me.
Wow, amazing. Thank you for sharing your personal story. That's beautiful how amazingly you came out of it and you're choosing to serve others where the things which has worked for you is definitely going to help others through that. So please tell us more about what does trauma healing really mean? How can you simplify it for our audience? How can they understand this particular word, trauma healing?
So when people talk about trauma, the first picture that comes in people's mind is having something, a very big event in their life, or going through like a major breakup or an accident or a death or grief or loss of something. But trauma is not what happened to you. It's what stayed with you. It need not be big. It could be something very small, as feeling ashamed in front of a room full of people, right? And trauma healing isn't about erasing what happened, it's about restoring what was lost in the process, restoring safety, restoring
Yeah.
trust, restoring connection with yourself. When something emotionally overwhelming happens to us, our mind may move on. We might forget, or we might, suppress the events, or as people say, time heals, but the body remembers.
Absolutely.
Body remembers. And healing means uh, helping the complete nervous system understand what it could not, complete the
Mhm.
room, the open loop, to bring back the body and mind back into dialogue. So rather than asking, what is wrong with me? Why is this happening to me? Instead, we can begin asking, what has happened to me? And how is my body still protecting me from it? Not
Mhm.
being able to
Okay.
show up, not having social anxiety, not being able to trust people, not being able to mingle with people, not being able to openly and confidently communicate with people, not being
Hmm.
able to trust your own self and then trust your loved ones, sabotaging healthy relationships just because you had lost that, and your nervous system remembers that trust being broken.
Okay.
And that's where your body starts becoming your protector.
That's huge. That's huge. Like through not showing up, through not sharing, through hiding behind, our body and mind is trying to protect us so that we cannot feel that exact feeling again in our life. That's a huge thing. I want everyone to note this down because when we don't share, it's not that we are missing out. We are actually helping ourselves. Let's do it in a right way, right? So,
Absolutely.
so you often say trauma is not what happened to us, like what you said right now, but what stayed with us. What stays with us. Can you explain this little more?
Exactly. So, two people can go through the same event but experience it differently,
Mm-hmm.
right? Trauma isn't the event, like I mentioned, it's the energy that got trapped into your, when we couldn't fight, or we couldn't hide ourselves, or we couldn't express ourselves, right? The body restores that unfinished stress responses into the tissues, into your posture, into your breathing patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Your breath starts to become shallow. That is why somebody can look fine but constantly feel exhausted or constantly feel
Mm-hmm.
anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Healing happens when we let that energy move again,
Mm-hmm.
safely, consciously, compassionately. For example, there are two people, my friend and me, we're walking on the road and we see a dog barking.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend, she starts to get anxious and she runs away. Whereas I start showing compassion towards the dog, trying to understand why this dog is probably shouting or barking. Maybe he's hungry, maybe he's injured, maybe he needs some kind of help.
Mm-hmm.
So the event is same, but two people have experienced it completely differently. Now, my friend who got scared and who ran away in that situation had a past history of having some relative or somebody, or maybe herself, being injured by a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that experience that got trapped inside her and she could not process it. And that's why she got into that mode of anxiety and she ran away. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where we install safety, consciousness, compassionate, थोड़ा अपने आप से प्यार करना, थोड़ा अपने आप से connect करना. We've been giving love as mothers. All the viewers would agree with me. As mothers, बहुत प्यार देना जानते हैं हम. But जब हमारी खुद की बारी आती है, there's always one word that comes up. हमारा favorite word, sacrifice.
Yes.
Right? Sacrifice. Why? We do not need to sacrifice. We need
Absolutely
to
not.
grow and also hold our next generations high so that they grow as well.
Absolutely. So that like they can experience the love from the place of abundance. Like we have a
Absolutely.
lot and it's overflowing and I'm here to share.
Absolutely. Very beautiful, Zen.
Yes. So as you were saying this word nervous system again and again, I want you to simplify for our audience. How is it playing role in trauma healing?
Beautiful question. So, the role of nervous system in trauma healing is the body whispers before
Mm-hmm.
it screams. Now, let me put
Okay.
it into simpler words. Those whispers look like chronic fatigue, emotional numbness,
Mm-hmm.
repeated relationship conflicts, छोटी छोटी चीजें ट्रिगर हो जाना, छोटी छोटी बातों पर गुस्सा हो जाना, or even physical pain without a clear medical reason.
Mm.
I have had the majority of people coming to me, majority of my clients coming with MRI films, CT scans, full body checkups, all of them absolutely clear. But they're still experiencing pain in their shoulders, they're experiencing pain in their back, they're experiencing pain in their hips, in their knees. And that's the whisper your body is giving
Mm.
you before it gets into some kind of major, you know, illness. It starts manifesting as physical diseases in the body.
Okay.
The body speaks through sensation, tightness, shallow breath, heaviness in the chest. These are not signs
Mm.
of weakness, but of wisdom.
Okay.
Your body is telling you, please listen to me. सुन लो मेरी
Absolutely.
बात अंदर. While I'm still
Mm.
here to protect you from something that no longer exists. हो गई वो बात.
Yeah.
But हम उसी में जी रहे हैं. So the nervous
Yes.
system is like our inner traffic controller.
Mm.
And it
Okay.
starts deciding when we feel safe, when we feel threatened. एंड वो सर्वाइवल रूप में कॉन्स्टेंटली हम डेंजर को स्कैन करते रहते हैं. ये हो गया तो वो हो गया तो ऐसे ना हो जाए वैसे ना हो जाए. ऑल द व्हाट इफ दिस हैपेंस, व्हाट इफ दैट हैपेंस, चार लोग क्या कहेंगे. राइट, ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स. सो व्हेन इवन द स्मॉलेस्ट स्ट्रेसर्स, स्मॉल थिंग, छोटी सी चीज, बच्चे ने पानी का ग्लास गिरा दिया, एंड यू गेट वेरी ट्रिगर्ड, यू गेट वेरी
Mm.
एंग्री. And that is your body's way of saying, सुन लो मेरी बात. Try and understand what I'm trying to
Absolutely.
tell you, right? And when you heal the nervous system, you teach it about new patterns of safety. You are
Mm-hmm.
safe. It's okay. Absolutely fine. I'm here with you.
Mm-hmm.
Do not panic. And that's what we do through slow breathing,
Okay.
gentle movement, connecting with our own selves. It's less about doing more and it's about being more in the present and doing safety.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for explaining this like something like psychosomatic, which we hear very often. The things we can look into it. It's not just like you don't have any disease. Your MRI plate is completely normal. They are not lying. Actually, they are trying to communicate with you. And your body, we need to listen to our body first. That if my body is saying something and my reports are completely okay, I need to look into me. Where, what am I expressing? What am I telling? What's underneath that? Amazing, amazing. So there, I have seen, I've experienced many people, they think they're already healed because they're not crying, because they're not feeling any pain, they are moving on. Is it the real healing? Just closing the door, closing the chapter of it, is it the real healing or will it show up again in their life?
Not necessarily. Suppression is not the same as resolution.
Okay.
You can silence a wound. उसको
Mm-hmm.
दबा सकते हो, right? For example, if there is a wound here,
Mm-hmm.
what am I going to do is I'm going to cover it up with a band-aid,
Okay.
right? But then whenever my hand is brushing against something, it's giving me that pain.
Yeah.
So just covering the wound does not mean that it's healed,
Okay.
right? And if you have silenced it and it has not been witnessed, it affects how you show up in life, how
Mm.
you show up in love, how you show up in work, how you show up in parenting,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Big part.
So,
Yeah.
true healing is when you open this up, when this memory no longer controls your reactions. The slightest touch gives you immense pain. right? What we do is we safely open this up, clean it up, put a little bit of medicine and some kind of ointment to soothe this wound, and then we let it heal. That's
Hmm.
where, your nervous system starts to understand, okay, we do not need to hide this, but we need to open this and let it breathe for it to heal itself.
Absolutely.
Right, so you
Absolutely.
cannot remember, it's about not remembering or
Hmm.
without reliving the moments, but it's about ensuring the nervous system that it has been truly integrated the experience.
Okay.
What we are fearing is we are hiding the wound. I do not want to show this wound to somebody else. When we
Hmm.
open it, we let the wound breathe, we let the wound heal,
Hmm.
right? So that we do not get triggered when anybody touches your hand, when somebody's coming and holding your hand with compassion, you scream out in pain. And that's how it shows up in different ways in your life.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. This is how important it is to share your story, share with your loved ones, share to someone who's listening to you. This is so important.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, some people are already taking coaching or expressing it to their loved ones or their friends. How can they understand that my healing journey has already begun? Now I'm not hiding behind, I'm not suppressing anything, I am moving on. How can they understand that?
That's an amazing question. You start noticing pauses
Okay.
between your reaction and your response. You learn how to respond and not
Okay.
react. You start choosing gentleness over perfection. सब कुछ perfect होगा तो ही होगा. Otherwise, you keep doing that. Choose gentleness. It's okay
Absolutely.
if the house looks a little dirty at times. It's okay if you
Sometimes
take a
it's okay.
little extra nap, extra sleep. It's okay. It's okay to binge watch those favorite shows of yours. It's okay to, indulge in that chocolate cake that you've been wanting.
Yes, bounce on it.
Gentleness,
Yes.
right? Your body feels lighter after emotional release instead of being
Mhm.
drained.
Mhm.
And most importantly, the most beautiful aspect of healing, you start trusting your own self,
Beautiful, beautiful.
your choices, your emotions, your pace.
Ah,
You start looking at yourself in the mirror. This is the
mhm.
person that I recognize as me. ये मैं हूँ.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
ये मैं हूँ. मैं आईने में अगर किसी को देख रही हूँ, it's not a stranger. That's me. You
हाँ,
start trusting yourself. अपने आप को embrace करना शुरू करते हो आप. तो
that's
healing ये
true.
नहीं है कि आपको एक नया इंसान बना दिया. Healing is अपने आप को आपने खुद को लौटा दिया.
Wow, ये बहुत
It's
अच्छा था.
it helps you
This is
return to
so
yourself. अपने आप को
absolutely.
खुद ही लौटा देना.
This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful.
And that's the beauty of healing.
So amazing. And I'm loving this conversation. जैसे तुमने अपनी जर्नी के बारे में बताया and जैसे तुम्हारी healing हुई and how you are willing people to look through this perspective and how they can experience life. This is amazing. I am loving it. So, are there any misconception around healing which you believe people must not go there?
That's I mean, I have like a basket full of them, but just to mention which, that healing is very painful. It doesn't always have to be painful.
Okay.
It's about restoring safety. And safety is not painful. Healing can also be soft, playful, even joyful, right?
Mhm.
Where you just sit with yourself and start just reconnecting with yourself. जैसे मैंने बोला, आप आईने में अगर देखते हो अपने आप को, तो आपको ये ना फील हो कि मैं किसे देख रही हूँ. There's somebody absolutely opposite of who you were or maybe who you felt you are,
Absolutely.
right? So we don't always have to dig deep into the darkness, but sometimes laughter, sometimes art, sometimes movement, connection
Yeah.
silently do the healing. So healing is not always getting into the deeper, darker parts of you. It's as peaceful and it's as simple as just restoring your breath of safety
Hmm.
and reconnecting with your body through breath. It's as simple as that. And when we create that safety, the body naturally reorganizes itself towards peace, towards calmness, towards growth.
That's beautiful. Keep it simple. Keep it
Keep it
simple.
simple.
Yes,
Absolutely.
keep it simple. It's very simple. Make it simple for yourself, for your loved ones, so that your kids, your next generation, your loved ones can receive you in full, because you are here with abundance.
Absolutely.
Amazing. So I'm really grateful for your time, Farhat. You came here in my platform in this prospective series. I'm really grateful for your time. And as you are talking, I know people would love to connect with you. How can people connect with you easily? Just give them. So tell us about it.
Okay, so there are two ways, two very easy ways to connect with me. One is through my WhatsApp DM. You can WhatsApp me. I have already given my number to you. You can put it across in the description, and through my website, where they can go onto my website, they can book a one-on-one call with me. And the first discovery call, whenever they book that call, is absolutely free for everybody, because I believe जिंदगी में सबको एक बार अपनी स्टोरी बताने का मौका तो जरूर मिलना चाहिए. And I'm all years, and I am very happy, and I always feel more than happy when people come to me with their stories. I love listening to their stories, and listening, be inspired by their journeys. So they can book a call with me on from my website, and they can also get in touch with me through WhatsApp.
Amazing. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your time. I'm really grateful for you being here and sharing all these gifts with our viewers. I will be putting all the links and contact in the description box. Go and reach out to Farhat. I want more and more people to reach out to you so that they can get things what you are carrying with you, the love, the generosity, the power you have. Okay, I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, Farhat, for being here
Thank
with
you for
us.
having me here. It was it was a beautiful conversation, and
Yes.
I really enjoyed the entire time here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. With that, we are ending this prospective series for today. We'll meet you again next Sunday, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Take care and